What's up everyone, welcome to the top 7 tips for new players in Rise of Kingdoms. The goal of this video is to give our new players a general guideline and an updated list of things to pay special attention to in 2020. By no means is this a complete guide, as many of these topics can be explained much further into technical detail. This video is for those who want the answer from a credible source but not yet interested or know how the game's mechanics and math works. If you like this video and want to support more quality content, we'd appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up. Starting a new kingdom. As a new player, it would be the best course of action to join a new kingdom. Rise of Kingdoms opens a new server daily nowadays with the amount of new players coming in. I would suggest hopping onto a server that's under a single day old, even if you have other friends that have been playing for a longer time on other servers. You will have the chance to meet up in the future, but you should never, ever miss out on the very best part of Rise of Kingdoms, as the monument events open up one by one. This will build up your knowledge, confidence, and technical skills on the field when the stakes are low. It helps to begin on a day that you can play for most of the first couple days, such as a weekend. We will cover jumpers in another time and also explain why it may not be the best route to take for free-to-play or low spenders. However, if you are interested, there are many videos on how to create a jumper account. Choosing a civilization. We could do a whole video about the pros and cons of every civilization, but for the purpose of this video, let's keep it short and sweet. The civilization that you start with also grants you your first epic, and many beginning quests will gift these epic sculptures, allowing them to skill up faster than your other epic commanders. However, epic commanders will all be easily maxed out over time, and this becomes a non-issue, but a civilization change costs 10,000 gems, or an incredible amount of alliance credits. The commander shall only affect you if you decided to participate in earlier Mightiest Governor events, but do note that you will get one civilization change for free early on in the game. The absolute best beginning civilizations, without taking into account of early game commander power, will be Germany and China. China has great early game stats and overall troop defense, which is great with a mixture of troops, action point regeneration, and building speed. However, China will fall off much earlier than you think. Germany, on the other hand, the value of an even greater action point regeneration, which will equal to more loot, more books, more arrows, and they also have troop training speed bonus, which makes it a great long-term investment. The specialized units for Germany is cavalry. They are the best unit type to have for early to mid-game monument events. The reason for this is because a lot of times for rallies, people will rally with Minamoto. Having cavalry will grant significant bonuses to these rallies. Other options, if taking early Mightiest Governor events as priority, will be Spain and Byzantium. For sub-accounts, take France. Joining an alliance. Joining an alliance as soon as you have your alliance center built will give you immense advantages. The first thing you will notice is the help button whenever you build a building, heal troops, or start a technological research. You may also help your alliance mates by clicking the help button on top of your alliance center. This shortens the time by 3 minutes or 1% once your alliance maxes out the technology, whichever one is greater. It is paramount to join an alliance where your helps will be immediately maxed out every time you ask for it. The map has 6 zone 1s. Usually, this will equate to somewhere around 12 very active beginning alliances on the first days of play. Be sure to donate to your alliance to get the help button maxed out as soon as possible, and smash that thumbs up button under the video. Using Speedups. So you've been playing non-stop for about 6 hours now, and the helps are no longer instantly finishing up your buildings and research. Now it is time to start using your building speedups to try to hit the next March queue. There are speed up events that happen frequently in Rise of Kingdoms. However, on the first couple of days, being able to snowball your resources by getting as many March queues as possible should be a priority. These Speedups events will show you which players from which alliances are most likely big spenders and experienced players. Try joining these alliances. Trying to place on these events this early on in a kingdom is usually a mistake, as many players will go all in, and the low spenders will fail. The whales and the kingdom jumpers will usually get a placement, and you would have wasted your Speedups. Once you have received all the helps you possibly can, hopefully within a couple of minutes of requesting help, use building Speedups to finish up important prerequisite buildings for your city hall. This game uses a lot of Speedups at the beginning, a lot of resources in mid-game, and a lot of Speedups again in late game, and a crap ton of gold and Speedups in the endgame. Epics to level or invest in first. Depending on your alliance and the style of play, the many small wars in the early game will dictate the way you level up your commanders and the way you invest your universal epic commander heads. Spend time to get some Lohar sculptures when the Lohar event comes up, as he is the best commander to help level up other commanders. If your alliance is powering through all of the different competition, I would recommend getting Boudica for even more experience bonus, or Jornavar for her farming and combat capabilities. If you're going to play in the Mightiest Governor kill event, invest in Belisarius, Baibars, and Lancelot. If you're getting into wars every few days, max out Sun Tzu, Baibars, Pelagius, or Osmond. Gem spending. As a new player, there are many quests that will gift you many gems in the early game. Knowing how and when to spend this premium currency will lead you on the road to success. The very first More Than Gems event happens very early in a kingdom, and my suggestion is to go for the 7,000 bonus on day 1 and another 7,000 bonus on day 2. You will be spending this into your VIP points. We want to unlock the permanent second builder and also access some important items in the VIP shop. Overall, depending on how much money you spend on the game, your gem usage will vary. Low spenders and free-to-play players can catch up with gems by farming in the late game in Kingdom vs Kingdom gem tiles. After the very first More Than Gems event, if you can hit an important milestone on your VIP, spend it. Such as, moving from epic commander sculpture to legendaries, or from 1 legendary to 2, or 2 to 3. It's not smart to time the More Than Gems event. There has been an instance where I waited more than 100 days for it. That is a lot of sculptures lost. Don't time the market. Join rallies. Try not to spend gems on castle. Your castle is needed for T5 and needed for all the late game technologies. But if you're not a high spender, you will not be a rally leader, and thus, the castle upgrade is not your top priority. There are many T5 players that spend all their gems on the castle but do not have a proper commander to wield such power. Do not make this mistake. Minamoto. Minamoto, do you spend your first dollar on the game to acquire him? If you're willing to spend between $20 to $200 in the game, you can bring him to different important power levels. The first thing that you must learn about legendary commanders is that it takes 700 sculptures to max them out. It is very easy to mess up on a legendary hero if you spread out the skill points. If you choose to invest into Minamoto, you want to go for one of 3 options. The first one would be 5-1-1-1. You will beat up free-to-play, you will beat up low spenders, you max out the first skill before starring up past 1 star. Second option is 5511. This will dominate the first couple Mightiest Governor events. You max out the first 2 skills before you starring Minamoto past 2 stars. The third option would be a fully maxed Minamoto. It will serve you very well for the rest of your Rise of Kingdom days. In my 600 day account, he is still used for rallying forts and as a Tau Hunter, an enemy debuffer with his 4th skill, the Warlord. It's more niche, but he definitely has his uses. And this concludes the first part of our top 7 series. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and leave a comment below. Smash that like button to support the channel, and see you guys next time.